Today marks 110 days of Governor Gretchen Whitmer's second term.
It is the first time in 40 years that Democrats have controlled the governor's office, the House, and the Senate all at the same time. And they've wasted little time on doing some Republican priorities and putting long-held Democratic action items in place.
Political reporter Rick Albin spoke with the governor about her take on the first 3 historic months of this term.
Governor, I want to recall a couple of conversations that you and I had. One was just days before the election last year, and the other was shortly after, just a few days after the election. And in both cases, I asked you a question that you in some form rejected, and that was, what is the thing you want to get done? What is the thing that is the most important? And you were always like, Rick, it's not just one thing, it's everything, it's all these things. I want to read you a list. In the first 100 days of your second term, the legislature and you have expanded Elliott Larson. You've done away with the 1931 abortion law. You are getting gun control legislation and the very 3 things that you enumerated in those conversations. Repealing right to work, reinstating prevailing wage, getting $1 billion plus for a battery plant in Calhoun County. I'm sure I left some things out, but those were some of the things that you talked about. Economic investment. About the only thing that you maybe didn't get was that direct payment you talked about, but you got the EITC, and there are more items out there. Does it surprise you that you and your Democrat majority in the House and Senate got that much done in 100 days?
Well, it's pretty amazing. I will say that. I want to compliment the legislative leadership. They've been working hard. And, you know, Grand Rapids' own Majority Leader, Winnie Brinks, has done a phenomenal job leading. Her partner on the other side of the Capitol, Speaker Joe Tate, has as well. And we've gotten a lot done. This, I think, has been the most productive 100 days probably in decades, but certainly in my whole time being in elective office. And I'm grateful. We got a lot of work yet to do. They're taking a breather for a minute, but they're going to get right back to it. And we got to deliver a budget. We've got a lot more things that we want to get done. We're
going to talk about that budget, but I'm going to ask you about a couple of specifics. And one is about the right to work and prevailing wage. Each of those had an appropriation in it. And look, it's been done a lot. People have put appropriations into bills because it means you can't put them as a ballot initiative for a referendum. However, there was a time when you said you didn't like that idea and wouldn't sign those, but you did sign these. So did something change, or is there a different thought process?
Well, listen, I'm still not crazy about it, but the fact of the matter is that I did not ask the legislature to do that. It was not something that was on my agenda, but no one should have been surprised that I signed a bill that restored workers' rights. We need to have the attitude of the power of and, right? It's not, are we going to be a business-friendly state, or do we support the workforce? We have to do both. We have to do both, and that is what is going to center all the work that I continue to do, whether it is negotiating with companies for future investment and jobs, or is making sure that if you get one of those jobs, you can make enough to raise a family and take care of yourself.
Democrats say they are pleased with their progress in the first 100 days, while Republicans have a much different view. Tomorrow, Rick will speak with a Republican leader who will give us his much different take on what the first quarter in Lansing has been like.